underground. No thanks. Look at this thing. That cuts the coal out of the seams. Look, there he goes. See? Wow, look at that. There's one. I don't want to work underground like that. Let's see what this thing does. See, he's going to load coal like he's in a coal mine. Okay, this underground, remember these guys are like a mile underground in the tunnel doing this. God protect the miners, right? God forbid. I won't go down there. I'll stay up here in the sunlight. These guys got to run this stuff under the ground. Let's see how this thing works. That thing, you gotta sit down. That goes just high enough for the roof of the cave tunnel, you know. And they cut the coal out of the ground underground and puts it on the conveyor belt. The thing brings it out to the outside world. Oh look, it's got little feet down here. Ah, so the little legs down there gather up the coal and like little hands and pull it on the belt. Pretty cool, huh? There's an American. What's an American? There's a coal ring, which are gone now. These guys are gone. This must be like a coal mining section to show you about coal mining. Pretty amazing. That's scary, man. I wouldn't work down there. No thanks. God protect them guys, you know, down there in that hole. There's a clamshell. See, I ran these. Take it straight down, picking stuff up. Not many guys can run the friction cranes anymore. Everything's hydraulic, easy to run. There's a little tiny coal miner thing. See it? There's the trains. I gotta see this thing. Got trains and everything. Look at a tower. Wow. These guys really build stuff here. Let's go back here and see what we got going on. Here's a shot from below. Big Northwest sitting there. They got a tower built here. I don't know what that's. Osgood. I never heard of that before. What is that? Never even knew what that was. There's a big old D9 or 8. Gotta see that. I don't know if everybody really knows, but oil was discovered right here near Pittsburgh. The first time oil was ever drilled and discovered coming out of the ground was here in Pennsylvania, and no one knew what to do with it back then. This is an oil drilling tower, or natural gas or something, back in the old days. They must have put it back up. They didn't know what to do with the oil. There's a military record. Let's see, he's got all kinds of crazy stuff back here. Let's see what they got. Look how simple this D8 is. You know, it turns like 1,000 RPM, idle. It just pushes all day for years. So simple. There's a funny movie you can watch called Earthworm Tractors from the 1930s. That one's got a winch on it. That's a more modern one. I ran a D7 like in '81 for a long time with a winch like that. That was a nice machine. Oh, there's a military crane we had where I worked in the government. Let's go look at it. This thing was a disaster, this crane. This crane had a free fall boom that the boom would drop. It's a military from Vietnam. It's made by American and has a dozer. You can go through the jungle with it, and that boom, when you let go of the handle, if you didn't hold the boom handle, it would drop, because they said enemy would attack you, so they had to lower the boom as fast as they could. And I was like, what the hell, who would do that? It's dangerous, running that crane. So they sent me out doing nuclear cleanup in this thing, digging out nuclear waste. It's got a big 903 Cummins and a 220 Cummins up top, I think 250. It's funny. Another company that disappeared in the 80s. They made good stuff. Alice Chalmers turbine actually powers, I think, 30% of New York City, the steam turbine today. It's called Big Alice. It's still running as we're talking right now. There's an old Alice Chalmers. Might have a Detroit in it. Look at this thing. Wow. There's a 977 we saw before. That's a really good machine. You can still use that. This is an old Alice Chalmers with a Detroit. 471. Pretty cool, huh? These are like the modern machines back then. It's so funny. There's some weird stuff back here. There's really cool stuff. That's the machine over there we're gonna go look at. That's world famous. There's only a few left in the world. These things, that's a big T-Rex. General Motors owned this company in the 70s, 60s, 70s. Giant. Look at this thing. Wow. Here's a Euclid off-road dumper. Pretty cool. Giant Michigan. Wow. Look at the side. The wheels are 10. I'm 5'9". The wheels are 7, 8 foot high. Yeah, I got a flat tire. Can you come change it? This is the one here. See? This is a twin engine. It's actually two dozers. Believe it or not, it's two separate bulldozers mated together. And each one has its own motor and transmission on each side, which is a pretty good idea. 2671 Detroit diesel, 2-strokes. Look at the size of that planetary hub. Wow, there's a winch. Oh, it's real, maybe it'll start it. Offset winch. Wow. Sounds like one cylinder.
That's about how it sounds.
Yeah, one side. It's alright, it doesn't matter, it won't have as much. That noise is stuck in my brain forever.
Yeah.
I had a dyno like that was all day long. So at the end of the day, you couldn't hear anything. Now we got new machines. You can talk like you don't even hear the machine run anymore. This is really the first time I got here. I drove like 4 hours, so I got to get here. Yeah, it's really
it's a nice show.
Oh yeah, it's cool. At least it's not that hot, you know. But that's cool. Teaching a little guy how to run a machine. That's a nice D5 right there. That's a good machine right there. That's not even an antique. That's from the late 70s, probably early 80s. Perfect size. Let's see. Hey, there's a Bombardier for the snow, Canada. The Snowcat. Let's see what you got around here. He said that's all full of water right there. Mud that's 10 foot deep. I guess they're not going in there. See, they still use these twin engine pans for moving. You can't really have rock though. A dozer will push that, fill that pan, and it carries it like 20 miles an hour to dump it somewhere at high speed. You usually need a helper dozer like that to push it, or like that. That'd be better right there. I'm gonna try to go up front in a little while. I'm waiting to see if he starts the twin engine job up. They said they blew an engine up and they had to change it, so maybe he won't push it today. These things have to start with a pony engine. There was no battery. What is electric? Look, it's an electric train. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so it's overhead electric wire power, like under the mine. This is actually a real mining thing. Look at that. Cool. I thought it was like a kids thing for little kids to ride on. Or a dummy. I didn't even know. Let's take a look around here. No smoking dynamite car. That must have been a fun one to run. Look at this cool little building. What's that? Cool.
A 1973 International Model 1066.
Look at the ambulance. This must be for rescue for ambulance to get the guys out of the mine, huh? Look at that.
200 horsepower.
Wow.
1979 Kubota Model L185 Don Gardner. This is a 1966 Cub Cadet Model 102.
That's a miner there, huh? Back cuts
This is a 1948
floor, I guess.
Alice Chalmers
Oh.
Model G, the Stoddard family.
Widowmaker. Wow. God protect these guys.
John Deere Model A, the West family, the Bell Mill.
Look at this. Wow. Wow. This is up by This is up by Pittsburgh, so it's coal mine, West Virginia, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
You can see it right now.
That's funny.
40 over 304.
Wow, God protect these guys, man. I'm not going down there. No thanks. Look at that thing. That's a mining rescue truck. That's an elevator, I guess, that goes down there. Fans. I'm not going in there, man. That's nuts. Wow, that's beautiful. Restoration. The company's gone. Look at this. Beautiful. Wow. These are really good. There's the fairgrounds. We just walked around. Nice.
Made in Taiwan. I was so good.
And people are selling some different things here. All kinds of cool little things. You never know what you're gonna find on the table. Like some of that stuff, you gotta buy it. It's 200 bucks for a Universal. They got it here for 20 bucks. It looks like Chinese crap. I don't know what this is. Fuel pumps. I bought some of these in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Made in China. Yeah, well, I went to the cat dealer the other day. Look at this cool looking thing from Sears. That's pretty cool, man. Look at this thing. It pulls a wagon around. Artwork. Guy's making blacksmith stuff in here. All kinds of cool looking things he's making. Let's see what he's got in here. Can't see anything in here. Oh, he's making blacksmith stuff. Okay. That's nice. All kinds of stuff, huh?
Yes, it is.
This thing's cool, man. I love these little tiny willies. Look up online called Grandpa's Jeep. The guy takes these Jeeps in Arizona. Even better than the kids with all them rock climbing trucks. This thing goes anywhere. Oh, look at the steam engine. Look at that. Cool. That's a gas motor. That's a real boiler. What's scary is a lot of places won't allow the boilers anymore because of that terrible accident in Ohio where it blew up and killed like 10 people. Really dangerous. You gotta run very low pressure. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's 200 years old in the metal. I ain't gonna say nothing right now. Insurance won't cover it. It's too dangerous. You gotta replace all the steel and rivets. Certify it. A big trencher machine? What is this thing? Yeah, this thing. Kind of cookie looking trench thing. Cool, right? This is a concrete mixer. It's a concrete batch plant from the olden days. Look at this thing, man. You put the concrete, and it comes out the chute, and you turn it with the handle. A Leroy engine, that old gas motor. Look at that thing. Cool, man. That's a workout, right? It's an old World War II truck. I gotta find something to eat. I'm gonna conclude this. in a minute, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope I didn't talk too much because I couldn't hear anything down there. And I was trying to give people explanations of things, what's going on. Here's another cool cement mixer. Look at that thing. That's from like the old 1920s. Cool. Look at this lawnmower. Let some new kid ride that thing, his hands will get chopped off. There's no safety guards on that thing. That's funny bad. I'm missing my toes and my fingers. When do you plug the computer in to figure out the trouble code? Oh, look, a man lift over there. Let's walk over there. Here's one of my favorite tractors since I've been a little kid. They use these in tractor pulls a lot, but I'm glad they didn't ruin this one. This one's all original, beautiful. Look at that, man. 6-cylinder. That's the unit. Look at that. Nice. What's this black formal? Is that something special? No, never saw one like that. Custom. Some old stuff. 460. These weren't really known to be that good. Wow. Old antique stuff. Little kids playing in the shade. That's a good idea, see? Little kids can come play in a shady area. That's nice. Hey, look, a trencher. Huh. Let's see what we got along here. I might have to have a part 2 because I'm at 38 minutes now. And I think food is here. I think it's here. What do they get? Ice cream? I don't want ice cream. I need like a hamburger or some kind of chicken or something. See, there's some regular food here. We'll see. There's a Dear John. We had a G we rebuilt. There were 2 cylinders up till like the 1960s, I think. Late 50s. I'm sorry, mid 50s. Oliver. Wow, look at this. Museum quality. There's not many of these. There's still a lot around. My friend has one up in New York. Look at the high track. I thought Caterpillar invented that. I guess they didn't, did they? Look at that, huh? That's nice. That's the high crop. These were popular back in the day. Fleet track. Wow, that's Oliver. Look at that. Winch on the back. Look at that. It's cool, man. It's a cool little thing. Hey, there's my old M. I had one of these. I bought, had a big landscape, but I had the wide front. These are really good. That's that big engine from before. You hear it running now. Some collectible land barges. Look at this thing. Chrysler Imperial. It's bigger than my service truck. Look at that thing. Huge. Now what were people thinking back then, making these weird cars like that? Look at this one. Orange Crush. It's pretty cool. I like the color. Wow. My stepfather had the Model A's. I gotta find some food. Maybe over there. I see smoke. No kosher food here, I guess, huh?